Hi, I'm Jill from June Taylor with another innovative solution. Did you ever want to join your quilt blocks that are made quilt as you go? Now we have a perfect way to do that with our Sash-in-a-Dash. It's pre-sewn sashing. It's sold by the yard in 7 colors with matching binding. Open the casing and nest your quilt block inside the casing. And then we're just going to run a top stitch down the edge. Take your next block, open the casing, and just do the same thing. To join rows, we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to run our Sash-in-a-Dash across the row. You can run a beautiful embroidery stitch down here to embellish Sash-in-a-Dash, or you can even put a strip of fabric down here. Here's an example where we added a fabric strip by folding under raw edges and top stitching over Sash-in-a-Dash. And if you like to make t-shirt quilts, go ahead and quilt your blocks and then join them with Sash-in-a-Dash.
You're in luck. The Go Irish Chain 10-inch finished block on board or bob die lets you chain piece this popular block together in no time. The Go Irish Chain die is designed to cut an entire 2-color block in just one pass through any Go fabric cutter, including the Go Me. The screen printed letters and specialized dog ears make it a breeze to cut and so easy to sew together. The Irish chain block is so versatile. You can make it in the classic 2-color, scrappy and colorful, or combine it with other 10-inch bob dies or Go cube sets for endless design possibilities. May your cuts be perfect, your stitches be straight, and your inspiration be plentiful. Because at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more. quilters, today's show is all about no-sew and low-sew projects. Hey quilters, welcome to AccuQuilt Live. I am Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday afternoon. Chris is in the house. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Good. I see that you're not wearing a Christmas hat or a Christmas shirt. Tell us about your shirt, though.
No, this shirt is made from my damask fatale fabric that I designed.
Yes.
So it's got like skulls and rib cages and stuff. But this is the wide back, so it's a larger scale. And it's just the one I grabbed out of the closet this morning.
So do you have a Christmas trucker hat?
I haven't made one yet. So, story. This past weekend, I spent at Cali Quilt Co. in Sacramento. And on Thursday, we taught a quilted trucker hat class.
Yes.
And I searched my scrap bins to find my leftover Christmas fabric from my Christmas shirt.
Yes.
And I could not find it because I was going to make a Christmas hat.
Yes.
But I don't know where it went. So I'm still looking for my scraps.
And did you have so much fun with Cali Quilts?
I had so much fun, yes. On Friday and Saturday, they had like a holiday open house. So I got to meet hundreds of quilters, talk about AccuQuilt. We did a make and take, cutting out the Go Big Bull Cozy. So it was so much fun.
Yeah, a take and make, right?
A take and make, yes.
Yeah, which is super fun. Oh, I'm so glad you went. All right, anything else you're working on for the holidays? Because it's soon here.
I need to get going on some Santa sacks. So they are reusable gift bags. I actually just a couple days ago posted a video on my YouTube. I made some last year as well.
Yes.
You can use the Carolina Moore box bag die.
Yes.
To cut out the corners, makes it super easy.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get rid of wrapping paper in my house.
Oh yeah, wrapping paper shouldn't happen. I agree.
It's just messy.
Well, and then you got to find tape and you got to find non-sewing scissors. I mean, it's a process. It's a process.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just think, for the record, I should forever wear a Santa hat because I have like super cute hair today. Just saying. All right, where is everybody watching from? We have Rose watching from Lavon, Texas. Hello, Rose. And we have some people watching from Michigan. Brenda is watching from Michigan. I bet it's cold in Michigan. It's a little chilly here in Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, so speaking of the holidays, here is our photo of the day. So these are Christmas stockings. These do not belong to the Heller children, but they're holiday stockings. So here is the question of the day. Does your family have any stocking stuffer traditions? Okay, so Greg said none. Chelsea said some. Her mom fills her stockings, okay, right? Okay, and Kenyon has the best one. Years ago, he bought a little mini tree and a little mini fireplace. So in case he was traveling during the holidays, they could just hang stockings on the little portable tree and fireplace, which I think is brilliant. What about you, Chris?
Cute. So we would always get the Terry's chocolate orange that you whack to separate.
Yes.
And then in my husband's family, there is a list of stuff that goes in. And it's crazy. Like, there's always a pack of Kleenex, a roll of Scotch tape, a pen, like just all these things that people are so used to now. So if something's missing, I hear about it.
Oh, amen. Amen. I hear about that. So I grew up in a family with 4 older brothers, and it was chaos all the time. But our stockings always had in the toe an orange or a clementine to kind of give it bulk. And there were always like a package of socks and tissues, I think we did. And then and the candy and stuff. And then once Santa had filled our stockings, then the rest was just full of peanuts in peanut shells. And so we opened our stockings first, and then while we waited for everybody to open their gifts, we could sit and eat peanuts. We would crack peanut shells. And we always, much to my mother's dismay, would put them back into our stocking so that they didn't get a mess. But then she's trying to clean our stockings. But so tell us in our comment section, what are your holiday traditions? Maybe you don't have stocking ones. Maybe you have Christmas tree ones. We'd love to hear. Today I'm going to give away one of our Go Santa stocking dies. Be sure and register for future events on the AccuQuilt event page for your chance to win. And the amazing Chris is going to announce the winner of our registered viewer at the end of the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the Go No Sew stocking. It is a wall decor, and it's a free pattern at AccuQuilt.com. And what you need is the Santa stocking die. Hold on here. I took a picture of what I'm going to make so that I can make sure I do it right. And I'm going to use a whole bunch of different, thanks. Are we good? A whole bunch of different dies to decorate our stocking. Okay, so let's talk about the Santa. It's on a 10 by 24 die board, so it's going to fit through our Go and our Go Big cutters. And it has the stocking, which is super big, which I like. And then it has the cuff. And I think a couple of years ago, I did a show, well, I actually know that I did a show on one of our AccuQuilt lives where I cut out the Santa stocking die and lined it. So if you want to cut it out of fabric and line it, there's a whole show on that, okay? All right, so normally, typically, all the time, we talk about at AccuQuilt how we can cut 6 layers of cotton. And every time I show quilters that they can cut craft foam or leather or denim or wool or cork or minky, they go, really? I didn't know that. So today, for our no-sew project, we're going to cut craft foam. And I'm going to tell you, craft foam, you can just get it at the craft store. It comes in big packaging. And normally we cut 6 layers, but today we're just going to cut 2. And here is my pro tip. And Chris is going to answer this question. Chris, why do we not worry about the blades dulling on our Go die, on our dies?
Well, this was a very big question at the open house this past weekend, but because we are using a semi-soft plastic mat on top, there's nothing to dull the blades.
Right.
When you use your scissors, you have 2 pieces of metal rubbing against each other, so each time you close your scissors, like it's just shearing away like microscopic bits of metal.
Right.
Eventually, that dulls the blade.
Right.
We don't have the blades here rubbing against anything.
Right, and so what's going to wear out is our cutting mat. So you want to flip it and turn it and flip it and turn it. You're going to get thousands of cuts out of those dies and hundreds of cuts out of our cutting mat. And I'm going to tell you, so you can see, hey Greg, can we get just like a really close up? You can tell I've been cutting strips, right? Can you tell? There, look. So when it stops cutting cleanly, it's time to get a new mat. So today, quilters, kind of look through your mats and say, oh, maybe I need some new mats. Okay, so I've just laid my craft foam over the shapes, and I'm going to run it through. And if you haven't got a Go Big die catcher, make sure you put one in your cart. It's a great gift for yourself or someone else, you know. See, it's going to stop it right there. And it keeps our cords out of our way and our power pack. All right. All right. So now I'm going to give it a little love. Slide my mat, don't lift. Okay. It is a little staticky here in the Dream Studio. Okay, now see, look what I did here, quilters. Look, see right here the crease? That means I didn't have the mat over far enough. But guess what? There's no die police and I have scissors. So I'm just gonna trim my little toe on my stocking. Look at that. All right, Chris, now I'm going to add the cuff. Okay. And notice I didn't do it in Christmas colors. I'm going to make mine pretty close to the sample. And that way it's winter and it has snowmen and snowflakes. And that way it can hang on Oakley's door all year round, because yesterday it snowed in Nebraska. All right, so while I glue, this is the only piece that I got that wasn't sticky back. You can get sticky back craft foam, which is amazing. And let's see what I got. All right, Chris, tell us what people are doing. What are their traditions for their stockings?
Let's see, starting to get some coming in here. Johnny says, a pair of crazy socks and the bag from our church, which was an apple, an orange, and a pack of gum with 1 or 2 pieces of candy.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that he got crazy socks.
Crazy socks sounds fun.
I know.
Like, when else do you get crazy socks?
Right. Ray, my husband Ray, not Ray who works for our team. There's always that confusion. My glue stick is pretty dry, so I'm going to use some June Taylor glue stick. He is a collector of crazy socks.
Oh, really?
He has
That's fun.
Hundreds. And so the rule is now, whenever he gets new crazy socks, he has to donate a pair somewhere. Okay, so now I'm going to do the little cuff. And I want to make sure that there we go. I want it straight because it's going to hang. And I use glue stick. You could use hot glue, but I feel like this is a great project for kids and grandkids since it's no-sew. All right, so next thing I'm going to cut out is our snowman. So we're going to use the circle die. The circle die has 3 circles. Chris, do you know we have like 16 dies that have circles on them?
Really? I know I have that one.
I'm going to show you
2 inch,
another
3
one
inch,
to
5
use.
inch.
Yeah, because cutting circles by hand is silly. I mean,
Yes.
because you're trying to cut a straight, curved line with straight scissors, okay?
Right, right.
All right, so these are the circles. I'm just covering the shapes. Again, I'm using craft foam. And this is the circle die. You could decorate your little stocking with whatever you want. All right, Chris, so while I'm doing this, tell us people's stocking traditions.
All right. Anne says they always get scratch-off tickets. That sounds fun.
Anne. Anne, tell us how much you've won, the most you've won on a scratch-off. I'm curious.
Let's see. Amelia says, we bought Christmas ornaments decorated for the person's interests for their stocking. My sister kind of altered that when the kids had to have their own trees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids get older and start to do their own thing, unfortunately.
Children, we feed them, we give them sunlight, and they grow. I don't know.
Yeah. And then Brenda says, oh, yes, the peanuts. Grandma had a lot of grands. We each got a small mesh stocking with peanuts and 2 pieces of hard candy.
Oh, gosh, how fun.
I had not heard of peanuts and stockings prior to today, so
Well,
that's interesting.
I think this year you should add them to the list of what needs to go in a stocking. Just to shake things up a bit. I don't know.
Kids probably would not know what to do with them. Like, what?
Well, at our house, because our kids are, I don't know, our kids, they have pistachios.
Oh.
I know, right? Because they're our kids. And I'm not a pistachio lover. And so I don't worry so much about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. I'm just building
Cute.
snowmen. Okay, hold on. Okay, notice I have it on my phone, which is great. Oh, okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, before I build my snowman, I'm going to add some trees here in the background. And then I can add the branches for the snowman. So the tree is, thanks to Kenyon, I know this. The tree comes from the Northwoods Medley die. And I like this tree because it's long and skinny, okay? And this is sticky back craft foam. So watch the beauty of this. All right, so I'm just gonna put it here, and I'm gonna use a smaller mat because we're only cutting one layer of this at a time. Again, these are great for like your gomi if you have a gomi, all of these applique dies, and you could make it your own. You could do letters, all the things. Chris, have you ever used this die? Northwoods?
That's the Northwoods medley?
Because you do live in the Pacific Northwoods.
I do. I have not used that die, no. But I do like that it's like the tall, skinny tree, like you said, versus the stout tree on the Christmas medley.
Yes, the stout tree. I like that. Okay, so look. Now I can just put them here. And this is the beauty of sticky back foam. So you don't have to, and you just get it at the craft store. Peel and
you just stick it wherever you want.
And don't worry about the seam allowance because you're not sewing it to anything. When I'm done, I'll put holes up here and hang it with a ribbon. But I feel like when kids are home for the holidays this year, you know, for Christmas holiday, this would be fun to make just in like winter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or you can make one for Valentine's Day.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Put some little hearts on it.
Yeah, I actually make them for Easter because we have a couple of little ladies in our neighborhood who are widowed, and we, hold on, I'm trying to find my things. We take them Easter eggs filled with candy, and I just put them in a Christmas stocking. So I use Christmas fabric, or Easter fabric. Okay, I'm trying to talk and do this. Okay, this is the holiday accessories. So if you have the circles and you want to make snowmen, you need this die, the holiday accessories. So it has bows and a top hat and a cap and eyes and a carrot nose and mittens. And this is so you can make, Chris, do you know what these are for?
I was just going to ask you what they were for.
So if you put a circle on it, they make ornaments. They're like ornament holders.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Yeah, or crowns. Whatever
I was thinking crowns, but that's not super common with snowmen.
Not usually, but they could be. Okay, so again, I've used sticky back here for some of it. So I can only do one layer. I'm going to cut some button eyes and nose and all of those kinds of things. All right, Chris, tell us what people are doing.
Let's see. Pam says we put a mandarin orange in the toe of the stocking that must be eaten before opening the rest of the stocking gifts.
Oh, how funny. Okay.
Dawn says they're also getting the orange chocolate. Love it. Let's see. Terry says, yes, we always got fruit in our stockings.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's funny. They have to eat the orange first.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we had like traditions, like an order of operations when it came to Christmas. So that's just probably a way for parents to control the chaos.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm going to cut one more arm. Yeah, there was a bunch of us, and they were mostly boys, and there was chaos all the time. Though it was funny, this summer, I spent some time, a couple of days with all of my older brothers, and we hadn't been together for a while, and their recollection of our childhood is very different than mine.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, I talked about how mean they were to me, and they're like, no, that wasn't true. I'm like, no, it was. Okay, got to find my picture here so I know what I'm doing. So look, you don't have to have them be long, right? So you can trim these off. I'm going to trim that one off right there. It's okay if it hangs off a little bit. Okay.
While you're doing that, getting a couple questions in too.
Okay, ask your questions. Ask away.
So Sherry's asking, don't you need foam glue?
No.
Yeah, so like any Elmer's glue should work.
Craft glue.
Or you can just do the hot glue like you mentioned.
Hot glue.
If there's kids, definitely supervise them.
Yeah.
Or get the sticky back, and then you don't even have to worry about glue.
Yeah. Hot glue, I find that I am always forever burning my fingers and then having strings of glue, right?
The strings, yes.
The strings are what send me over the edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have our basic snowman. All right, so we're going to put his hat on, which is here. And, okay, Carolina Moore, if you're watching, just for you, we're going to do this. Carolina Moore is one of our favorite people. Chris and I know her well. And do you know this, Chris, this funny story of Carolina? She collects googly eyes.
I just heard that the other day.
Were we together when we found that out? Were we
Well, I think I saw it on one of her YouTube videos.
Oh, okay, because I think I learned about it at festival. And,
Okay.
And I think I sent her a message and said, is that true? She goes, yes, she loves it. She loves googly eyes. So just for Carolina, you know what? These were hard to pull off, as I recall. I will wait and do my eyes when we're not on camera. Okay, and then, look, there's the little scarf. Chris, Portland doesn't get much snow, but last year I think you got...
The last couple years we've gotten some snowstorms, and Portland's not really built for snow.
Oh gosh, no. There are hills in Portland.
Yeah, I just looked at the forecast. I don't see any snowflakes, so that's good. Usually it's like the end of December or beginning of January when we'll get our first either snowstorm or ice storm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue a couple of these on, and then I'm going to show you this super cool. Whoever designed this, hey, do we know who designed this pattern? Who was it? Oh, Melanie Call of a bit of scrap stuff. Melanie did such a great job with this because she used just all of those dies and you think, oh gosh, I should use this. She used them all. Okay, so now, then Melanie had this great idea of using, oh here, I'm gonna put a little snowflake up here. So this is the holiday medley, or holiday accessories. Holiday medley. We have a holiday medley, yeah, holiday accessories. So it comes with the tree and the holly leaf and the snowflake, because just like circles, no one should cut, other than kindergartners, should cut snowflakes by hand.
Oh, yes.
Right? Just nonsense. And notice how this craft foam is just cutting like butter.
Nice.
Right?
Do you have a question here for you, Pam?
Go for it.
So Mitchell says, I thought you were not supposed to stack the dies. I think he's referring to like off to the side there.
Yes.
So I'll say you're not supposed to store your dies stacked.
You are not, and during the show, we just try to have them so I can have them.
Right, so while you're working with them, if they're stacked for a few minutes, it's not gonna harm anything.
Right.
But you don't want them to sit there because over time, they'll compress the foam and then potentially damage your blades.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for that. And that's a really good reminder. So store your dies like books on a shelf.
Yep.
Just like that, okay? But thank you for that reminder, and yes, I know I'm not supposed to store them like that. Okay, hold on here. So Melanie had this great idea where, now this is, Chris, do you have this die? This is the circles. I
don't have that one.
So it
has
the
little circles?
1/2, 3/4, 1 and 1 1/4 inch circles. So look at all of those. So today we're celebrating Green Monday, even though it's Wednesday. It goes through Thursday, And you can take an extra 25% off Go Dies and Cubes. Use that code Monday. And look and see if some of these dies that we're using today are on sale, because you can get 25, take an additional 25% off. Okay, look right here. See this blue light?
Oh, you've got your static light.
Yep, do you know, watch this. So it's really humid here in the Dream Studio today, and it's winter. So what happens is static builds up, which is one of the reasons that it's good to have the die catcher, because as it goes through, typically we would put those dies back here on this, and then static builds up. So then you get that blue light, and that's how you solve it. You just change it. You just turn it off and turn it back on.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right. So now I'm going to take some of these, and I just think this is so fun. Great for kids. You could use our alphabet and personalize it. You could do all the things. And then these are just circles that look like more snow. So while I add some of these, Chris, do you want to tell us what else people are, questions that they might have?
Don't think we have any more questions, but we definitely have more traditions.
Okay, tell us.
So Cindy says, we always got a coloring book and new crayons in our stocking, even as adults. That's
nothing
fun.
like new crayons.
Right.
Right? Man.
Oh, this brings back memories. Sherry says they would get the lifesavers in a box. So they used to have those little like storybook boxes with all the lifesaver rolls. Yes,
and you
I
hoped
used to get
you
those.
didn't get butterscotch.
Oh, I loved the butter rum.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I always wanted the wild cherries.
Oh, those ones are good.
Oh, you know, I might have to get those to put in stockings this year. I forget about those.
I don't know if they still make them.
Do they not? We'll have to look. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Let's see. Robin says, yes, an orange to celebrate my grandparents from Italy. Fun.
Oh, there. We'll
Be an
celebrate
Italian
all the
tradition then.
Italians by having oranges. It'll be great. That's so fun. Okay, what else?
Terry says chocolate. Always a good staple
Always
to
a
have
good
in
chocolate.
there.
Okay, do you remember the tiny little Santa chocolates that were in the foil that looked like Santa?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. We used to get those. So look at how fun this is. Don't mind my googly eyes off to the side there. Okay, Oakley Bug is going to love this. Though, now that I say that, she will say, Lola, I want to make one. So I'm just going to take home the dies with me, and she can make one. Because she has her own little set of artistic creativity licensing. All right, so there we go. Ta-da. Look how cute that is. All right, so this is the chance, quilters. Don't forget, you can cut up craft foam. I'm going to move it over here so it will dry. And thank you to the person who said, yes, stack your dies. So we're going to take them here. We actually, here in the studio, have racks to store our dies.
Racks and racks and racks of dies.
Racks and racks and racks of dies.
Racks for days.
What was the thing that you were most, thing that just was like, oh, wow, I can't believe they have that in the Dream Studio when you came?
It was probably the packaging for all the dies, because you have those up on the pegboards.
Yes.
And just seeing all of them, like it was a lot.
Yeah. Hey, can we show that? I don't think there are any secrets behind Kenyon. Oh yeah, up there. Yeah. Do we see? Let's see if Greg. Look. There, and see, you can see the racks and racks and racks of dies. Yeah. There's all the dies we have. And then underneath them are the racks where we keep them holding.
The actual dies. Yep.
Yep. All right. Let me clean up my mess. Thank you. A little behind the scenes from, we have to be very careful. We have lots of things coming out in 2025. We have to be really careful about what we show. All right, hold on. Gonna clean up my mess. Chris, do we have any more comments or things that people do?
I don't see any more questions.
Okay.
Let's see if there's any more. I don't think I see any more traditions in here. A couple people have actually said that they don't have any specific stocking traditions.
Well, listen, now
which is fine.
Yeah, you can just start today.
Right.
You can just start with us. Get you some oranges and peanuts. It'll be great.
There you go.
All right, so we did a no-sew, 100% no-sew. Great for your kids, your grandkids, teenagers. Again, if you needed to use Elmer's glue, you could use Elmer's glue or hot glue. Just make sure you're watching people if you're using hot glue. But glue sticks work just as well. All right, so now we're gonna make kind of a low sew project, and we're gonna use the Go Mitten die. And we're gonna make a little mitten ornament. And again, you can make them for Christmas, you can make them for winter. They're the perfect size if you want to stuff them with candy or little candy canes, hang them on a tree. I have a little wire tree, a mini tree that we could use. All right, so the pattern is a free pattern also at AccuQuilt.com. And the pattern uses, okay, I have tape somewhere, there we go. The pattern uses wool, but I am going to cut out felt, okay? And we're gonna make little little felt mittens, okay? And here's the little cuff, all right? And this is pretty thin felt, so I can use 2 layers. And then just like I had sticky back craft foam, I have sticky back felt.
Oh, nice.
I know. So we could put that little snowflake on. Okay, so here we're just gonna lay our 2 layers and our 2 layers and our 1. All right, Chris, did you ever have mittens as a kid?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I had
Definitely.
mittens as a kid. I don't know, I think my mom just got tired of trying to put I have 3 older brothers, and by the time I was born, I think she was just tired of putting fingers in gloves. Okay,
Yep.
so this is on a 5x7 die board, so you can use it in your Go Me, your Go Big, okay? So I'm gonna run it through here. Let us know your holiday traditions.
While that's running through, I just have a little comment to add. So with the foam, you are doing 1 layer at a time. With this thinner felt, you're doing 2 layers at a time. So quilters, if you ever aren't sure how many layers of something you can send through, in the little manual that came with your machine, there's actually a chart that Lynn Gibney put together.
Way to go,
that gives
Gibney.
examples of different materials and how many layers they recommend.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, actually. So the Gibney did that for you guys. You're welcome.
Yep. Handy little guide.
Yeah, and this is my favorite, because look.
And that's sticky back, so you don't have to worry about gluing those tiny little legs of your snowflake.
So you could just make snowflakes for days. And this was my favorite part. I found, look at this, cute little, looks like candy canes. Okay.
That's fun.
I know. Okay, so we were trying to figure out, we're gonna have this dilemma with you. So I thought it'd be fun for gift cards, but here's a gift card. And see, look, right here, I have to stitch along here. So I was trying to think if maybe if I started down here, if I put the cuff low enough. I don't know, what do you think, Chris? And just started here. So like if I stitched on the very edge, we'll try one. Shall we try one?
Yeah. As long as you stitch close to the edge, because we're not turning it right side out or anything.
No, we're just stitching it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like if you just bring it down there, we'll try it and see. Because then I thought it'd be super fun for like teenagers to make their little stocking or their little mittens for their friends or, you know, whoever that they're giving gift cards to. We give, Mason, the favorite child, lives in Los Angeles. And we always give gift cards because it's, you know, shipping is interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stitch the cuff to the mitten. So I'm going to come right down here. I'm going to come pretty low. Chris, was it on one of these shows that I discovered that binding clips were for binding?
I think that was last week, yes.
Oh my gosh. I told the lovely Erica, I was like, do you know
Did
those
she
are
just laugh?
binding clips? She just about lost it. She goes, Pam, what are you talking? Okay, now, here's why I called them bindy clips. So those black metal clips that you would use for binders, remember you would clip them? So
Yep.
in my world, those are bindy clips. So this was no different. All right,
Funny.
so tell Chris what your holiday traditions are. I'm going to stitch right here along the edge of this cuff.
It looks like there might be some issues with Facebook. We're not getting a lot of comments there, but it's okay because we are recording this, so it will get posted up there for people to watch
we
later.
record all live events, including this one.
Yes.
Okay. Kenyon, is there a problem there, do we think? Oh, Facebook went down. Those dogs. Okay. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the other side and match it. All right, so I know what I'm doing.
Oh, see, I wouldn't do no thought of that, and then I'd have crooked mittens.
Well, they might still be crooked, but at least I'm giving it a shot. Put a binding clip there. We have these on our website. Okay. Hey, and I should, oh, well, we'll show you in a minute. I'm working on my Irish chain quilt with that we started last week with the chimney sweep. Oh my gosh, I'm almost done.
Are you doing Christmas colors or Halloween colors?
Valentine colors.
Oh, Valentine's colors. That's right.
Remember we did pink and black?
Yes. And I love the fabrics you chose, especially the black ones, because they had like little flowers and hearts and stuff in them.
Yeah, we'll talk about that dye here in just a second, because, okay, look.
So cute.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. But it's okay, because you can fill it with candies and chocolates and candy canes. And don't forget to add...
Oh, your little hanger.
Your little hanger.
You'll
Somebody
be
was
sad when
talking
you go to
about
put it
that
on the
last
tree.
week. I had forgotten to add a hanger or a couple weeks ago. Okay. So, for sure, I'm going to stitch here at the top. Make sure I get my little things. Okay, I am. It's thick. Hold on.
Yeah, that cording looks pretty bulky.
Yes, that's the word. Okay. Make sure you don't stitch the top closed.
And you won't be able to put anything in it.
You can't put anything. Just come here to the mitten. Okay. Okay. Chris, did you make any quilts for people this year for Christmas?
Not for Christmas, no. I should probably give away some of the quilts I made this year. I actually counted yesterday, and I have finished 26 quilts this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a little
you
surprised.
win. You win. That's amazing.
It's been a busy year, apparently.
That's amazing. Yeah, you should do a little auction or a donation for charity or something and have people bid on it.
Yes, my quilt closet is busting at the seams, so I got to clear some out.
The ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz, because you know Wicked is the whole big thing this year, sold for $26 million,
Yeah,
right?
insane. I think after, I forget what they called it, but there's like some premier auction fee that like it's
Yes,
added
there's a
to
handling fee. So those of
It was
you
like
who went to a
30
concert this year and paid $20 for your handling fee.
Yeah. But I think after that, it was like $32.5 million.
Yeah, it was a
for those
$7
shoes.
million handling fee.
That's insane.
Yeah. For those of you who wanted ruby slippers and didn't get them, I'm sorry. All right. So look at how cute that is. Okay? And, you know, just clip your strings. But again, you could totally do these with no sew. I would tell you to use hot glue. Come around here on the edge. And then watch this magic, Chris. You will want to go out and buy sticky back felt.
So easy.
Look at that.
So this is a fun project because you could do all levels. Like this one was your low sew, but if you really wanted to get into it, you could do like a fun hand stitch blanket stitch around the edge.
Oh,
or just glue it.
yes.
So like all skill levels can do this project.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, you could just do the blanket stitch. I feel like Jill on our team and the lovely Erica would love the whole hand stitching thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could put a gift card in it.
Yeah, that would probably help.
I'm all about
'cause
the
you can
gift
get real
card
close to
thing.
the edge.
But anyway, but a great thing, and again, you could cut these out of craft foam. You could just glue them with, you know, a glue stick, hang them on a tree, all of those kind of fun things. And if you did them out of craft foam, I'd tell you to use ribbon instead of our little thing here.
Yeah.
All right,
So we did get a couple questions in here.
let's answer them.
So back on the subject of layers to cut, if you only cut 1 or 2 layers, does it cut deeper into the cutting mat?
No.
No.
The mat
So it's always,
is calibrated, right? The dies and the mats are calibrated to cut up to 6 layers, and it likes to cut 4 to 6 layers, but like for this, no, because we only cut 2. Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't dig more into the mat. That's a good question, though.
yep. And then Debbie's asking, where's my Santa hat? So I'm going to have to find one for next week.
Yes, next week is our last one. Well, next
It
week we're making
is.
last-minute Christmas gifts. And you'll laugh when you'll see. Okay, so look at this. I like this a lot. Okay, Oakley, oh, sorry. I put it down before Greg could get a good shot. Okay, so what you should be making mittens and all those things. Now, be sure and share all your projects with us on all of our social media platforms. And before Chris announces the winner, let's talk about this month's die to try. This month's die to try is the Go Chimney Sweep. And here,
No. Irish chain. The other die.
that is true. And I'm so glad you said that because for a hot minute I thought I talked about a die that hasn't been released yet. And
Uh-oh.
I was going to enjoy my job till I got off the show. Okay, this is the Go Irish Chain Block. And it is super easy. And this is the Go Chimney Sweep. So this is called On the Housetops by, hold on, there's a label on here. Oh, who's this by, guys? Up on the housetop? Okay, so this is obviously the green and the red that you're going to use for Christmas. And the cool thing about this, I want to think it was, I don't know. We'll figure it out. The greens aren't just Christmas greens. Like it's just greens here, and then the red or the white, the neutral part, has flowers and it has words and it has little X's, okay? And then when you come to the red, you think, again, it's supposed to be all Christmas, but look, it has dice and butterflies and flowers and strawberries. It's just so cute. So this is the show, this is the project we made or started making last week, and I am nearly done. I have all of my chimney sweep blocks, so you're going to need the Go Chimney Sweep die, which is part of that Green Monday sale. And then this is the Irish chain die. And what I found was it was just such a great chain piecing block, okay? So if you're working on, and mine are Valentine colors, so this is reds and pinks, and this is black and white for Valentine's Day.
It looks like Melissa Corey with Happy Quilting is who designed that.
Thank you, Melissa Corey. She did such a great job with this. And I don't know if you can see it, but she did variegated thread on her binding.
Oh, fun.
Just for the win.
But yeah, it really shows up against that black.
No, look at how cute that is. And see, this doesn't look Christmassy at all, but I love it. Okay, so Irish chain is the die to try. Be sure and check out the Green Monday sale. Anything else, Chris? Any other questions before we head out?
I don't see any, no.
Okay. All right, Chris is going to announce our winner.
All right, drum roll, please. Today's winner of the Go Santa Stocking is Patsy from Ocala, Florida.
Congratulations, Pat. Pat, I'm going to reach out to you so we can send you our stocking die. All right, Chris is going to work on making sure he has a Santa hat for next week. And don't forget to check out our website. We have tons of great deals. Who is helping us with the comments? Lauren and Ray?
Lauren and Ray, and Erica chimed in to help us know who designed that quilt.
Oh, thank you, Erica. Thank you, Lauren and Ray, for answering all of our questions and helping with that. Here in the Dream Studio, we have Greg, and we have Chelsea and Kenyon. And of course, Chris is coming to us from Rose City, Portland, Oregon. And I'm Pam. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. To learn more about your quilting craft, be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for live events every Tuesday and Wednesday. You can check out the events page on the AccuQuilt website for more details on upcoming shows. And if you're looking for even more inspiration, visit our blog for exclusive tutorials filled with tips and tricks. And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more. Join us in the new year on January 7th as we launch the newest die to try. And next week for AccuQuilt Live, we're making a last-minute gift for the holidays.